Hello. Get started. So, thanks a lot for joining us, guys. If you're joining us after we've been live, thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the show. If you're joining us live, welcome. Fist bumps to you all. I'll catch you in the live chat as you all come in. Yeah, so leaving an interesting little midweek. We've also got some great stuff to have a wee look about on the market with all the German stuff that kicked off today. A little bit unexpectedly, the way they kind of teased it out a little bit was like, oh, it's a big one tomorrow, It made you think it may have been something new, rather than it being the Bundesliga. But hey ho, brilliant, glad to have it. Couldn't have came soon enough, and here we go, we've got it. So we'll have a wee scratch about with that. I've won some rewards this game week, it looks like, so I'll have a wee look at the game week we're leaving behind now, and we will set up the weekend. Now, I was on the Andrews podcast on Tuesday. Check that out if you haven't watched it, by the way. Had a great time, great laugh for the guys. But in that, I was explaining, like, normally through my week, just because of the content and whatever else as well, I'll normally do my lineup a couple of times, through the week as things develop and whatever else. And I watched like 5 matches back to back yesterday. Like, I watched like the early kickoff in Europa League was kind of interesting. I forget who it was now, to be honest. But I watched 3 Europa League games back to back, and then, it was 4 matches, and then I watched an MLS match. Was it 4? Yeah, I think it was 4. And the day before I'd been at Celtic. But anyway, so I've watched a lot of football this week, and I actually haven't looked. I made my teams when the new UX came out earlier this week, the play page. So I made my teams quite quickly when that came out, and then just been making content and stuff like that, blah, 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 whatever. I've not actually looked at it in a couple of days, and I don't really remember it. And I think this game week has taught me a lot going into the weekend about a lot of my cards. So what I'm going to do in this stream, this episode, this video, whatever, is I'm going to go tandem between SoRare Data and SoRare itself. Normally what I'll do is I'll go through SD11, and then recently I've been doing SD11 and then lineup builder and then SoRare. But I think for this game week we're going to go SD11 and then tandem, lineup builder and play page on SoRare. And the objective, of course, is to get the highest quality lineups we can. It's a wee bit of a punchline that's going around at the moment, I suppose. But set up all my teams as best as I possibly humanly can with all the information I have available to me. I hope you enjoy yourself, guys. I don't know how long this will go tonight. I am quite aware it's later than I normally kick off, so just for my own energy levels, I don't know how long I will be going, but I would be doing this anyway. I was running behind schedule to be kind of family emergency thing tonight. I won't go into. But I was like, I would be doing this on my computer anyway, so to not stream it would just be pointless, or not pointless, but fill in the blank. You know what the word is I'm searching for. Anyway, we've won some rewards again this game week, so it looks like we've been pulling out like 4 cards, I think, or something. No, 3 cards. Right up until even the 8 o'clock kickoffs in Europa League, I was so close to like a couple of other cards. Like what I've started doing this game week, and I don't know if I'm just like behind the curve here or whatever. But best current rank is what I was organising my game week by whenever I was going on to SoRare Data. And as you'll see, D2, D3 and All-Star D2, they were right close. If I got lucky, all 3 of them could have also hit. So it was a decent game week. I knew a lot of these teams that didn't hit, I knew they had question marks going into them. The best yielding team I have this game week is the one I put Joseph in, because I just knew he would feature. Unfortunately, he never got the goal that I would have, for the sake of my game week, hoped he got. He was playing NYC, so not scoring. It's kind of one of those ones I can't really lose on it. But if he did, it's not impossible to imagine Joseph could have maybe kicked on another couple of points. Could have made the podium. I think I might have, you know, if he got the goal, which he didn't, you know. But good performance from Turner, solid. Kessler, Zelarayan and Chicharito both turned up in a big way, which is good to see. So quite happy with there. Under 23 D2, everyone played, which was lovely. Van de Veert got absolutely humbled tonight, so that threw any kind of outside hope that I carried out the window, really. But I think Darwin did his part as well. You know, him picking up a 40 is fine. Cabral's the star man here, of course. Captain Efra did okay, but I think Hakimi's kind of really the letdown here. We're 58 points short, and if you think about Hakimi, should really be getting in up to the 50s, you know, at least another 15 points before multiplier. And then Van de Veert, if he never got humped, if he even collected, you know, if he did not even just get hammered as bad, you know, that team could have still again won something in D2, which is the reason I'm kind of highlighting that to myself and to you guys as well, I suppose, is it was such a, obviously it's a limited field in terms of the amount of cards available, the quality of the fixtures, etc. But there was only 14 prizes available, so to be that close with the quality of this team and the quality of the opposition, you know, there's still other good cards out there, don't get me wrong. Then, you know, I can be pleasantly surprised with this. This was a kick in the stones. Nemeka and Captain Jota hit big time. Wirtz on the bench today. Valenzuela played the last 2 minutes of the last match, which is astounded me, to be honest with you. Even if he started, he's picked up 25 points. He literally came on for the last minute. 19 points away from something, you know, that's such a sore one. Even if he played a decent odd match, you know, it could have been another tier 1 quite easily. I expected them to get 40 to 50 before multiplier, you know, so that team should have really done the damage. Valenzuela's let me down there big time, and he was definitely, or was he definitely, the worst U23 defender I could have picked. Even if I swapped him with Hakimi, even if I thought Hakimi to be the D3 bully, I think, what did Hakimi get? 43? 32 an hour 10? No, I wouldn't have quite done it. But yeah, Kessler would have romped it. Anyway, no point crying over spilt milk. So close, and when these scores were just, they're so glorious, for them not to yield any reward is just a wee bit sore for me to take. This was really close, considering Grants here again was on the bench, which was a real surprise to me, I must admit, but so was Larson, you know, so I think if those two scores had been the other way around, I would have been leaving the game week like, oh well, I kind of thought that might happen. So I wasn't convinced Larson would start because of his recent kind of, you know, he's been out of the team with like a cold and like a little injury and whatever. I did see a thing saying like, you know, his family's in Russia and all the rest of it now, and he's much happier. But until you see the proof in the pudding, I've got another example of that elsewhere. Until you see the proof in the pudding, it's hard to go in with full conviction. So seeing that just really affirms me playing him for this game week, which is lovely. And it makes me even more confident that Grants here will start the next match, because that's just the way it goes. But Matarita, by the way, I don't know what he's going for on the market at the moment. Let's check it. But I seen, because also I was thinking maybe selling him, because I don't like Cincinnati as much anymore. But they're actually starting to play really good, you know. But his super rare was going for like 0.15. Yeah, best offer, 0.175. Matarita's got these type of scores in him if Cincinnati aren't absolute donkey dick, you know. Like, look at the scores here. You know, he's a good player. I'm not trying to sell him anymore. I'm just going to keep him, because if Cincinnati are improving, then he's great. You know, he's a great SR defender. He takes tons of set pieces, blah blah blah. So him rocking up with a game like that, and he only got 1 assist, that is brilliant. Now Cincinnati don't have anything to play for, so they are really just trying to gather some morale, get some good vibes, get a couple of goals, get the fans cheering a little bit just before they kind of bow out for the season and go and regroup and rebuild. So if that's the way he can play when that's the, you know, the vibes that are going on in Ohio at the moment, then cool, bring it on. And Titan is still playing. Titan is still playing. And even though it was 4-3, he's bagged in 41 points, you know, so he's obviously done something right. Error led to goal, or maybe not. Ouch, maybe he won't be playing the next game. Jeez. Champion Euro D5, we're pulling a card right away with the old Man City boys. Dzeko, Martinez, of course, isn't a Man City guy yet, question mark. But the rest of them turned up, which was great. So we'll get a tier 3 limited at a Champion Euro. Couldn't care less what it is, but it'll be fun to get. And Sané just ran the show, but when I seen All Blacks score, I knew straight away I was going to be so far behind the 8 ball. But then when Sanchez started, I was like, oh, brilliant, something might be coming round. Paulinho didn't start, and then anyway that went the way it went. And then this was kind of close towards the end, like maybe, but when Brooks Lennon again didn't bring in like around a 50-ish, I kind of knew this was going to struggle. Depay got no decisive, but still managed to get over 60, which is lovely. Furuhashi did great as well, of course, on Tuesday, which we all know about. And then my ETH Bashers, this is the last team I'll kind of look at, I think. But the team I put together, I'm like, just need to make sure I get that ETH, you know. It's absolutely killed it. It's also got me a card, tier 3 rare out of Global All-Star D4. You know, I'm hoping it's not something absolutely god-awful, but I am prepared for it to be litter, you know, that will just litter my club. It's just something. Champion America D5, nothing there. Yeah, and then just meh. A few close swings, but nothing major. So quite an exciting midweek. When you see the amount of teams I had out, how close I was in so many areas, and still what I am picking up. I had great fun this game week, and I really cannot wait to get stuck in with the next one. But before we do, I've actually been dropping the ball big time on SoRare Data 11. As you know, FC Barcelona, we take this competition very seriously. But I've missed like 2 matches or something. Or maybe season 5, no games scheduled. I don't know. I think I've maybe missed some of these games or something. Yeah. So I'll have screwed my score, or I don't know how it works if you're not active. But I realised this like twice, intermittent between like stuff, you know, being away, not doing streams and whatever. But I'm remembering tonight, and we're starting with it. So it's a really important game week. So the best goalkeeper we're going to have. So what I'm looking at is a nice opposition score, and I want to see that they're home. That's going to give me favouritism right away. Trapp's got a good game, but he's away, which is something. Van der Vaart's got a good game at home, but I'm not too sure that's that easy in opposition. Schubert looks good, and Titan. Who's Titan got? Miami. Don't know if he'll play, but if he's had 2 error leading to goals, surely that gives Vermeer the chance to slice back in. Even though I don't think he deserves it because of just how crap Vermeer's been when he was playing. Does make it a bit dicier, but seeing that now. So I think Schubert is probably my best goalkeeper based on just some SD stats. So let's go Schubert. My back 3. I wonder. I'm trying to think about when I did my teams if I knew the fixtures or anything. Going into it or going into this, if I remember them. I don't remember much. Oh, Man United and Liverpool. So your main's got a good fixture. Yeah, your main's going to slot right into my SD11 if he's got a good fixture. Well rested, etc. Nobody else here is getting anything that jumps out as quality. Theo Hernandez does, but I think he might be out or injured. He gets some sort of injury, or maybe get diagnosed with COVID. Something happened with him and he's been missing matches. So I'm not going to go for that. THB has got a good game at home. I think I'll take that. Yeah. I fancy Howard Bellis to have a good game. And then for the last one, anyone else jumping out? Matarita, 53 against Miami. He's in good form. Yeah, I think I might go Matarita. Yeah. It's a lovely back 3, isn't it? That is a lovely back 3. My best 3 defenders based on SD stats. Interesting. I'll have our cross-reference against that when I look at the subs. Try and look at that a bit more kind of cold. Once I finish the SD11, I'll have a quick scan through the live chat and drop the fist bumps, of course. But I'm on a wee flow. And like I said, the energy levels, I'm not confident at 11 o'clock at night. I'm going to go for as long as we normally do. And I've got some important shit to be getting done. Wirtz didn't start, so he's definitely starting the weekend away to Cologne. SoRare is back in town and at home to Mallorca, is that? Yeah. Good fixture. Saka is at home to his former team. He has to score, doesn't he? And Illich has actually got a good opponent in Lazio. Illich could do well. They've played midweek as well in Lazio. What was the score with them in Marseille? Actually, I've not really been checking the late Europa Leagues because I just knew it was just going to kill my game week and I wasn't motivated to check it out. Ki Sung-young, because it's like the last game of the regular season in Korea, he might be rested or rotated or something, so I'm not even... they just randomly do it, and I think if you were randomly to do such a thing, it could be on a meaningless game like this one, so that makes me hesitant, that kind of thing. Same with Rashawn. I don't know if he'll start. Oh, legit. Oh, my LA, I've got Dallas. I should just be picking a full LA team, I think. So I can do that. And then cover the subs with who's good. That would be quite tactical, wouldn't it? I think LA will batter. Nah, not going to do that. Or maybe, no. But let's go legit. He didn't. Did they start again? Oh, Jesus, I'm forgetting now. I think legit scored that well, did they? He scored 50ish or something. Let's see what legit did this game week. I'm losing my mind now, guys. It's way past my bedtime at this point. Let's say it's past my bedtime. I'm normally up doing this, I suppose, but it's the way it feels. 56, pretty sure he started. Yeah, decisive. 35, played 90 minutes. Yeah, so he's back and he's in. Yeah, I think he's playing. So legit, it's important. Yeah, legit. Starting forward. Right, okay, so top 3 forwards. I'm actually really happy with those midfielders. The kind of problem with them is they're definitely all in different teams. There's no way they're really going to form a combo, unfortunately. Maybe a Saka and legit I could go All-Star D2 with that, or even, no, I've got too many good forwards, but maybe All-Star D2, that might be the pairing. Right, up front, we must have some good fixtures. I've just seen Darwin's get a minnow, so that could be good. Depay against Real Madrid. Johnny Russell, Seattle. Jota against St Johnson. I don't know if Jota maybe gets a wee break. Maybe gets starts from the bench. Maybe he starts Mikey Johnson. Maybe he starts Yakimakis, and maybe I think Abada's actually good to get dropped for a rest. We'll see. Sané at home at Hoffenheim. Chicharito is Dallas. Chicharito plays. Werner's injured. Cabral is playing. He's playing Dallas. Zenit away, it's a tough fixture. I know Nemecha will play, but I think, oh yeah, who's Darwin got? Vizela. Oh, yes, bring it on. Bring it on. I hope he starts. And if he doesn't, I'll get subs anyway. So I'm quite liking the look of that. Right, okay, so bench keeper. It's got to be Matt Turner, really. No. Trap. Yeah, Trap is number 2, I think. I think I've got some Van Dijk and some good teams. I really do fancy Liverpool to do a number on Man United. Potentially, it would be such a good game actually. Denier, who have they got? Nice, that's tough. Gabriel, who have Arsenal got? Villa, oh that's tough. Koki Machida, that could be a good game. Yeah, I think I like that. 52 score for a defender normally against that team. Sounds like the sort of team that Koki Machida can shake his tail feathers about in. Stroomgratz, do we think Brendan Aronson starts again? Could be deadly if he gets into that team. Have I picked Illich yet? No, I actually do quite like Illich for this game week. Efra. I think Efra might start. Did they start? No. I lose my mind again with who started and who didn't out that LA team. I don't know how I've ended up with so many Galaxy players. I kind of said this when I was talking to the Andrews. Like, I don't know how it's happened. Yeah, he played 90 minutes. I think he might play again, but I think but bench needs to be defo starters, I think. Perez Mendes away to Getafe. Midfielders normally get 52 against Getafe. That sounds interesting. Grandsir will definitely start. Let's just put Grandsir on the bench because Dallas is a game. Yeah, I know Pepe's all the hype and Justin Shea and fucking Paul McCall and this one and that one and whoever else, but I do fancy LA to stuff them. It's really hard not to pick Sané or Depay. It feels like it's kind of like sacrilegious, you know, like it just cannot be done. I'm going to go Depay just because it is Depay, you know, and if for some freak reason one of these guys didn't play, then he's as good as anyone. I think captain has to be Chicharito. I expect him to play most minutes, goal opportunities, etc. Or actually, do we captain second? No, we always back the goals. Right, okay. Save that mofo. Right, let's check on you guys, right? Oh, Jesus, I've missed tons. Fist bumps, tease all. High five. Martin O'Regan, Bob Flynn, Scotty James, Moldy. What's Moldy giving it? NYC, Guzan, Oaf, Ouch, Wagner, Harry DaCosta, Bob Flynn. Does anyone know if Goretzka got over his cold and will play the weekend? I've got no idea, buddy. Mark Hodgson, but I'm hoping to find out. Predictology, good to see you. Luca Calabrese, I beg your pardon. Easy Loose, good to see you. Mikey Baston, Misaki, XMK, Mark Hodgson, Hey My, Mark Waters, good to see you all. Right, brilliant. So we're done with SD11, which might have been boring for you guys. I'm really sorry, right? But I like to think, right, these are my best 11 and go forth. So I'm going to dive into lineup builder just right off the bat, and I'll go and get the play page up and running, and we'll see what we're going to start off with. So we're going to have a look about at rewards and just see. Oh, I forgot about this as well. So Bundesliga auctions are happening. I just left this page on. And Kunku just went for basically about an ETH right before I went live, and there was somebody interesting right behind him. Royce, I can't remember what he was, about half a coin at the time. I can't remember what, oh, I didn't see what he finished at. There's our boy Kamada finally getting a new card. The black strip's quite cool on the red. I didn't think that was our home kit, by the way. I thought our home kit was white, but maybe it is black. Night kits are always decent as well. And the thing is, there's a lot of like good, distinct, or there's a lot of Adidas kits knocking about this year. I think there's just such a widespread of them. So seeing some Nike kits. Puma's quite big as well these days. There's Danny Olmo. I might actually watch that. I'm not really interested in any of these because they are 1 of 100, but I always just like to get my cards early, as you know. And I think the whole, oh, it's a 1 of 100 vibe, they must cost more, goes away in this situation entirely for all involved. I don't think anyone's kidding on at this point that the 1 of 100s for 95% of these guys is worth even thinking about, but it is just, I've got my card, I can forget about it now. And sometimes because a lot of people do expect there to be that day one clamour and rush and everything's going to be inflated, you do sometimes get a wee sneaky one where no one's looking, just a wee bit under what the future sales later become. You don't know that until time passes. You know, it's one of those unfortunate, you know, ones where patience is involved, you know, heaven forbid. I just seen Upamecano there. I never even thought about Upamecano. Like, as you guys will know, I've been watching Leipzig for a number of years, and oh, Samasiku. Oh, Diade Samasiku. I don't even know if that's how you say it. He doesn't score that good, does he? I like him a lot. He's a former Salzburg player, box-to-box midfielder type. Doesn't really have any end product in his game since moving to Germany. I don't know if he did in Salzburg either, to be honest with you, but his scores, you can probably investigate more, but he's a good player. Did have a bit of an injury problem over the last 2 seasons, so be warned. But he's a good profile. If somebody in 2 hours and 44 minutes after a cheap champ Euro midfielder that will get you about 40 points. But yeah, nice guy, good player. Max Egestein is an interesting card. I like Max Egestein. He's 67. I wonder if I probably had a decisive in, I would suppose. Freiburg aren't quite. Freiburg were good like 2 years ago, maybe last year as well a little bit, maybe the year before. You know, they've had a nice little kind of period where they are fighting like the top 10 of the table, and he's been part of that. Oh no, he's not been part of that. He's been with that with Werder Bremen. Sorry, Werder Bremen get relegated, and they've probably spent some money on him. I don't even know why I said that. Sorry, just a wee bit of autopilot, guys. I beg your pardon. It's good to see Max Phillip in the green and white, which is cool. I've already got Max Phillip in blue and white, so I might actually want to sell my Max Phillip and get this one, maybe. And this one's a forward card. Oh no, I bought mine because it's a midfielder, so I'll be keeping mine. There's Cuisance back again. Not be buying him this season. Prick. Solozobai, if that's how you say it. Malin's back in attack. Tapsoba. Some really, I think every page of the Bundesliga I've done this with so far, I went, yeah, like that guy, I know that guy, I like him, he could be good, he could be something, he ticks that box for me, you know. There's just so many of them, I don't know where to start or who to prioritise. Manus Dabber. I noticed this earlier on, this Amiri is like half cut off picture. If some of you guys are into that stuff, I know some of you are, then there's one there. I'm not going to be going after it, but it's something. It's like MLS level, you know, but they've not done the headpiece. They've just moved the shot up, you know. There's a Nico Elvelde, by the way. Nico Elvelde could be sneaky powerful. Oh yeah, I think he might be. That was an international game, actually. I don't know how much to read into that. Elvede could be. He's not U23 either, so he's not going to have. Oh, that's AIK. This guy spends money, so he's probably going to. You know, the 1 of 100. Who cares? But Elvede, that he would be a very good champ Euro defender. I can tell you that for now. This Borna Souza, I don't know anything about him, but I know people rate him. Who's bidding for him? Nobody I know. Soggy Waffles. What a name. Scores were good against Cyprus. I guess everyone else not as good, but I say he's a highly rated Argentinian. It says defender. I'm pretty sure he can play some sort of midfield action, whether it may be out wide or CDM. Dorsch is back, and I've got to say, it's a good looking card. I'm kind of tempted again. Similar to the Philip to maybe get this one. He's not. His scores have actually been pretty good at Augsburg when he started. He gets 50 plus. You know, he does get into the 50s. He makes so many passes, etc. But didn't play so good in his DNP. I think he's maybe got a wee bit of an injury as well. But he could, you know, Dorsch when he bangs, you know, Dorsch hits some big scores. So I'm hoping his underperforming continues and it later does improve. And in the middle period of time there, when people aren't interested in him, maybe I get his super rare or something. Who knows? Nicholas Stark, the hero, is back in town. If you don't know about this guy, I used to love this guy. Had so much potential on something else to be something else, but he actually even has better potential on this for different reasons. Do I need another champion Euro defender? Probably not. But he can play CDM. He's kind of in and out of the team. He's wore the captain's armband for Hertha quite a few times. He has been capped by Germany, I want to say 3 or 4 times. He's a good looking guy. He got a really good FIFA card 2 or 3 years ago as well. Which is the only reason I came about him when I was on, or pre-Football Index, I think it was. Or maybe it was during Football Index, I forget. But Nicholas Stark is a legend. It was the first guy I had 100 shares of. It was the first guy I went big multiples on. Felix Nemeka. Listen, guys. If there's something market psychology from Football Index has taught me is English kids abroad are always worth a look. So if you're into a wee bit of speculation, this boy Steak Box, he will fight you to the death for it, I can promise you. But yeah, English cards abroad is a good profile to consider. I've done it with an Ika Ugbo with mixed results. Oh, sorry, I just missed a legend. And I actually just remembered I need to actually go pick some teams. Florian Niehaus has got some more cards. There's Mukiele, another legend. He goes off in 7 hours. There's so much talent here, so much good choice. Like, I really do think if Bundesliga was the only league that was on when Belgium came on, I would have bought much less cards. Because there's so many different profiles. They kind of tick a lot of different boxes. There's the man Gio. Wonder what he goes for tomorrow. Check. Right, I'm going to go get my team sorted, sorry guys. So we're going to check the prize pools first and foremost and see what looks most appealing. Sommer and Elvelde would be epic. XMK, I make you absolutely spot on. I love Jan Sommer. I think he's so underrated, and the unfortunate thing is the age he's at, etc. The chances of him leaving Gladbach and making the appropriate step in his career, which at this stage would be clearly up because he is top drawer in my opinion, isn't really going to happen. He must be like 34 or 35 at this point. He's well old. It doesn't look it, but which is very misleading, you know. So maybe one of these guys plays to 40, no problem at all. Anywho, prize pools. Let's have a peek at it, right? So in the super rare category, so I'm just thinking now, this is just D2, right? So what's the best looking D2? All-Star, 2.5 ETH across the podium, 46 supers, nice. U23, a coin in 22 supers. Champion Euro, a coin in 15 supers. Challenger Euro is the best looking here alongside U23. Challenger does have a lot of does have a big population, it must be said. But Champion Euro must be catching up on it now. This cannot have the Bundesliga included in it, surely, because that would just be farcical, I would say at this point. Champion America, we're at the end of the season, so I'm kind of expecting the prize pool to be drying up, I suppose. And the dynamic reward structure has only come into play recently in the grand scheme of things in comparison to the America division. So for that in Asia, for their ratios to be off in terms of a fair payout as possible for that thing, I can forgive misgivings on those two because they've just maybe run out of cards a wee bit quicker. Or whatever. In saying that, 16 is higher than Champion Euro. But Asia being down at 13. I'm sure there'll be less teams playing. Those types of things will be playing a part as well. So that's interesting. I think it's got to be All-Star D2. Let me just have a check on the actual positionings of everything. So we're getting a star rare. Boom. For winning it. And 1.2 ETH, which is looking pretty sexy by today's number. That's 3.5 grand for bagging in number one spot. Second place gets 0.8, which is just £2,359.90. That is all. There's tier 1 supers down to the top 4. 5 to 18 are getting tier 2s. So when I'm building my team, it's really a tier 2. Oh, if I click on that, does it show me them? That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. Nice. First time I've noticed that. I like it a lot. Hopefully if I hit back, it will take me to the exact same place that I was. So the tier 2 supers, if Ander Herrera, maybe Remco Pasveer can be useful for me, I don't know. Lucas Ocampos, I wouldn't mind. Maxi Gomez, Pershilko, Willian. I've got a feeling I've looked at this pool quite a lot. I recognise Machado, Jonathan Bond, yeah. So I kind of know, that's kind of what I'm expecting. And in the best case scenario is a tier 1 if I get top 4. Which, that's got to be in the same realms of chances. Yeah, very slim. Depends on the quality of player I've got. So if I think I've got a really good squad and I can really go for the top end of the pool, then, yes, it took me right back to where I was. That is amazing. But the tier 1s are so slender. It does make me pause for the cause. Under 23s, the tier 2s are down to 8. Tier 3 back to 22. So I think going into this, I've got to be aiming again for top. I've really got to be aiming for top 10 and getting on the side of luck rather than unlucky and bagging a tier 2. And, oh, Jesus. Bodart? Super rares? Bodart? Tani? OR? Ochoa? That's the top of the pool. Give me any one of them super. I'm happy as Larry. Suslov, Selena, Wea, Rasmus Christensen, Eric Garcia. This is a sexy looking reward pool. So, under 23 D2 is the priority for this game week. So we're going to go with the lineup builder. This is the priority division. Under 23 Division 2. This is the one we want to be bossing. Goalkeeper. We can pick a rare. I think I need to pick a rare. I don't have an under 23 super, do I? Just Hassel, who does not have a match. Okay, so Van der Veer is at home at Ghent. Schubert is at home to Go Ahead Eagles. Tani is at home to Yokohama. So I've got 3 really... Yokohama is a great choice on paper, but I know they've turned their form around recently. Schubert just had a blinder against Spurs, so he'll be high as a kite. Van der Veer, on the other hand, has just been battered, so I'm going to pick the confident keeper. That's my strategy behind that. Machida has a good game. Kessler is away to Orlando. He could score well, but it's also a game where a booking could happen. It's just going to be a feisty game. Atlanta are good fighters. THB. That's all I had to say, I think. Sorry. Illich, I've already said I really like to look at Illich this game week, so that's making me excited. Look at Illich. Isn't back in the team yet, that's a bummer. But yeah, Ivan Illich, sure, bring it on. Up front, I know Darwin's got a good game. I know Nemeka will play. Cabral just played a blinder, so he should play. I've got a real headache up top, but actually, guys, I think I've got the firepower to really pull this off. So let me think. He's at home at Freiburg. He's just scored. He's at home to Cabral goes in, definitely. Cabral has to play. So it's between Darwin and Nemeka. Oh. Now, I think Darwin is maybe a bit more risky to get rested because it is such a low-level team, and Benfica do that kind of thing, whereas Nemeka is coming in for Wout Weghorst, who has COVID. So Wout Weghorst wasn't, it's like 2 weeks, isn't it, when they get COVID? They're out for. So I think Nemeka defo plays. And if the average scoring forward against Freiburg is a 53, Nemeka's got good AA anyway. So if he bags a goal, just one goal, like we've seen the other night, he can get 70 points from one decisive, So I think Nemeka. I've also got so actually all scarcities. No. Just show me the supers. Because Machita's knocking about as well, isn't he? And yeah, give me extra. All the right, okay, so we've got some. So the Mecha could bring in between. Sam Vines is back in town, but I do not like that fixture. Bruges at home. Paulinho, I think, might start, but again, this is a gamble I'm not needing to take here because Hakimi away to Marseille. Hakimi should definitely play, and Hakimi should be my boss level player. Shouldn't he really? But again, that's a game. It's going to be feisty. It's going to be a derby. There could be bookings. There's going to be no Paris fans, I think, at it as well. So it's going to be, it's going to be tasty. Machita's, Tokyo away. I need to check out my phone because normally when I check some of this stuff on the stream, it makes things a wee bit poor quality. It gets a wee bit stuttery and whatever. So I just want to check out Antlers versus Tokyo, the head-to-head. I want to see what that looks like because that's not something I've investigated whatsoever. But I'm really excited about it. Guys, look at this team. Do you think this could win D2? I do, Am I mad? Is it too good to be true? So let's see. Fixtures against Tokyo. Head to head. Neither is in great form. The head to head favours Antlers. Home. They won the last time, but they don't tend to win there. They do have good waveform. And what does it mean? 56. It keeps them within a sniff of chasing down the top three, which, it's a huge game. Tokyo are really playing for nothing. I think Machida, I think Machida's good. Yeah, let's go Machida. I'm going Koke. I know I should do it, Koke. And then who do we captain? Oh, Cabral. Got to captain the goal scorer, potentially, because, yeah, that's what we're doing. Magic. Now, let me see the U23 D2 I picked. Thoughts on U23? Keep struggling to scout the one I want for my team. Do you have any opinion on current year card boost versus previous years? Some good stuff happening in the chat. Bundesliga cards won't appear in prize pools until game week 214 now. 214. Okay, so the next weekend. Understood, Mikey. Mikey's always got some great details, by the way. Thank you very much, Mikey. 408 possible full lineups. Average points needed to get a reward. Oh, Jesus, guys. Look at this. Right, so we're expecting there to be 400 competitors. SoRare Data, by the way. Got to fucking love it. Average points needed to get a reward, 350, right? I think this team's got that potential, no problem at all. Save that. Let me see what D2 under 23 I picked in the first place. Wonder how different it is. Wow, very different. Very different, eh? So Van der Veert's getting huckled. I think Schubert was a wee bit more question marky. I just wasn't too sure on Schubert, I think. But blasting a score like 70 out against Spurs, he'll be going in the weekend high as a kite. Who's else I picked? THB over Hakimi. Valenzuela for Machida. Illich. And then I'm dropping the Mecha for Cabral. That feels kind of wrong. I think maybe I should drop Koke for Nemeka. Let me check out the Freiburg and the Wolves head to head. Your biggest chance of winning a prize are the midweek fixtures. Yeah, they are. It depends on your gallery, of course, you know, but it's a great. It depends on your gallery. It can be a great opportunity, yeah, especially if you build for it as well. What am I checking out there? Sorry, Wolfsburg v Freiburg. I want to see how the head-to-head stacks up. I know Wolfsburg have also played European football midweek, but I kind of know what's going on there. It's a tough fixture. They're up against the Kosh. My boys should play. Freiburg are in good form and have not really been conceding much, if many. Yeah, sorry, Nemeka. I will back you, but not in my best team this game week. We're just always looking at just trying to eliminate the question marks and pick the best, like, definites in these leagues that we're wanting to really be hunting down the prizes. So that's it. Captain Illich. Illich could ball out against Lazio. That's the thing. I'm gonna keep it Captain Illich upon looking at it on this page here, because I think Illich will get 90 minutes, which Cabral almost certainly won't, no matter what his contribution. Looking to buy a Schubert myself, Quinny. Not sure whether to try to get a deal before the weekend or wait a game week and go for his auction that's up. I think your best value, I think for negotiating, it always helps that there's an auction on the go, to be honest with you. Like, sometimes that kind of thing will stimulate me into kind of action. I'll see an auction and I'll think, oh yeah, I'd love to pick that guy up. And then you go sniffing about and you realise, oh, there's actually 2 of them for sale. And you know, you maybe have a wee poke about, you think, oh, do you know what, maybe I could actually buy this guy cheaper before the auction and then not take the gamble of the auction getting like mad. And having that, because the seller will go and check and he'll go and check what everyone else is selling for when you approach them to negotiate. It's what everyone does. But I don't know about you, but when I also see an auction there, it demotivates me to hardball negotiate or try and really work up a deal, you know, proper thrash a deal out kind of thing. If it's something I'm just happy to, yeah, okay, I'll accept that and just pump it, then that's fine. So it could be a good time to get into negotiations and try and just snap one up. And I did that with my Super Renato Sanchez. Like, I went and spoke to the man that is Pavel Trader. I got my Renato Sanchez for like 0.6, and then the auction that night went for like 0.8 or 0.9 or something like that. So I was buzzing. But that kind of thing can definitely play into your favour. You can't predict the future, of course, but anywho, I would try and do both. I don't know much about pricing. I'm actually, he's about 0.55, I think. So I was thinking about selling mine, to be quite honest with you. But I would want to sell. You know, he's a guy I want to max out on. He's not a guy I want to cut a deal for. You know. Oh, I've just gave away my All-Star D2. That's frustrating. I don't even know if All-Star D2 is the next place I want to go anyway. Price pool wise, I think I might want to be hunting down something a bit more exciting and interesting. So let's go back to prize pools again. And Champion America. I've not won Champion Euro. I don't know if I could or not. I think I'm going to look at the D3s, the Pro. So we've got 148 cards. Podium's huge. Star Rare's back to 30. Right, let's try and pick my team. All-Star D3. This will be the next one. So under 23 D2 first. I actually quite like this order. This is going to be fun. I think I can smell it. This is going to be a good game week. Sorry guys, I've just realised here. On my wee yawning face. I told you Scottish water is the best water. Oh, especially with ice, by the way. Wowzers. Right, Titan or Slavic. It kind of has to be Slavic because I can use Titan in America D2, so I'm going to go function over I'm going to go fashion over function for. Oh no, this is All-Star D3. What am I even doing? It's just because of this earlier filter I changed. I think Trap is my next best goalkeeper. I think I worked that out from SD11. I just want to double confirm that. Yeah, it's Trap. So Trap is going to be in my All-Star D3 away to Bochum or something like that, which is fine. At the back, I didn't realise how good your mains fixture was. I think I picked Van Dijk in this team originally, but I think I have to go Yamain because I think he's just nailed on for a big score in a game like that. And he has a false super rare, which we all know. Midfield. I need to think about super rares. I'm thinking of Saka. At home at Kashiwa Reysol, like he has to score against them. He's been in good form. He's been playing up front. I think I have to play him, don't I? Up top. Normally Depay is default going into this league, but not this game week. Because I just don't know what Barca are going to do against Real Madrid. I don't want to put my best team on it. I think I play Kyogo in this team potentially. Larson and Mecca. I think Kyogo goes into this team. Kyogo, St. Johnson. Kyogo has to play in this team, I think. And then I need the best super rare. I've not picked it. I'm going to go back and double check that Kyogo's the best move. I'm pretty sure it is. Kessler, Hakimi, Wanyama got a random DNP recently, so I'm not playing him until we come back. Jordan Larson, legit. Did we double up the midfield? Perez Mendes, Medina, Yakimakis. I think Yakimakis might start. Homer St. Johnson, very good game to start him in. He looked good when he came on. It's a real gamble. I don't know if I want to take a real gamble for All-Star D3. I think I can get the same return from a similar player elsewhere with less of a risk on the DNP front. Who do I think is the best SR to go into this team? Defo bang in about 60 to 70. Might even be Matarita, by the way. Or legit. Let's go legit. Let's do it. Legit's the man. And let's double check Kyogo in terms of best forward. I want to double check that again. So let's go all scarcities. I just want to double check I'm not being too biased on that. You know, so Johnny Russell, Seattle, yeah. Jota, it's a lot. Again, it's U23 maybe as well. Sané is hot now, like he's in hot form. So is Chicharito. Chicharito in Dallas. I think I have to play Chicharito here over Kyogo. What does that mean? What does that mean? Again, are frustrating. I remember they started the season so strong. I'm just reading the live chat, sorry. And Mikey Trezor started like a fucking bat out of hell. And I was so gutted I never picked up his SR because I was really looking at it. Before the transfer, I liked his kind of underlying numbers and stats and all that. And I just haven't heard from him since. I've not heard anyone say anything amazing, good or bad. I think it's Chicharito or Kyogo, isn't it? I think that Dallas game just looks too good for Chicharito. It does look so good for Kyogo as well. But I'm thinking, no, I'm keeping Kyogo for sure. But I'm maybe thinking it's maybe legit the best. Extra, super rare. I think legit is the best. Yeah, legit is the best. Let me see what I picked for All-Star D3. Sorry, this is just how I do this when I'm by myself. So sorry if you don't. Yeah, so Wow. How good is that? The only difference is wow. Captain Kyogo? I hadn't picked the captain, but Captain Kyogo. Alright, okay, cool. That's brilliant. Wow, I'm really glad I did that. It might have been a wee bit tormentuous maybe for you guys, but I'm really glad I did that. That's really self-affirming. That was a nice game. I kind of like snap or something, you know. Right, let's get you main. Mickey, ooh, Mickey, main. All-Star D4 upgraded to D3. Mickey, the coaching report has come in from you. You've been doing great in training. You've been performing well. We like your matchup this game week. Let's go for it. Okay, back to the prize pool. So we've done 2 teams. I think I want to have a little under 23 D3 should be looking good. Star Rares back to 11. I can definitely aim for top 10. I can definitely aim for top 25. Yeah, okay. Oh, I don't want to see it. Right, okay, save this bad boy. And we're going to under 23 D2. I actually really like, FYI, I really like that SoRare Data still has the old format, like D3, D2 and all that. I'm not looking forward to that changing, because it's very easy for SoRare Data to navigate those things in that way. Whereas before with SoRare, it wasn't easy. I don't even think they've made it much easier. I think it has been made easier, but it's not by much. So under 23s we're thinking, aren't we? Okay, so it's between Tanny and Van der Veer. I think I have to be picking Tanny in the better team, just because he should do better against Yokohama. But Ghent, like the boys in the scene are in the live chat, are dodgy. Lucimi, Bong, Onuachu, Cuesta, all linked with moves away for nothing to happen. Then good replacements have to sit and watch them play, and most of the time play poorly but start most games. Yeah, Celtic was actually kind of in that position when we had like Edward and Cham and a few other ones that I've totally forgotten about now. It can be a wee bit of a stinker on the club. You know, guys are just playing for the move, you know, so they don't go extra yard, they don't put their body on the line as much. Okay, so Valenzuela came on for like 2 minutes in the last game. I would have to hope and think he plays the next match, but I don't think he goes into my third best team. This could be a team for Hakimi, definitely. To have a super good in here as well. 49 is the average score that way. It's the away element I don't like. I like defenders that are at home. I really do. I'm sorry. I like people being at home. Louis Binks is starting to play, by the way, so I'm keeping my eyes on him, but I'm not selecting him. But I am watching I'm seeing what you're doing in training. Keep going. One day you may get picked. Should I? Yeah, Hakimi is the best choice here. Just because he could get decisives, you know, to balance out like a booking or an error or something like that, you know. Okay. Wirtz has to play. He has to play in my bit. Then I get to forward and I kind of really have to play Jota, don't I? Like Wirtz and Jota just seem to be like salt and pepper at the moment. But I've got a wee suspicion Jota might come off the bench at the weekend. The Mecha definitely plays. I think Ueda is very likely to play. Then all these guys are all questionable. XMK, fist bump, well done. I like Binks. Like I said earlier, guys, when we're looking at the Bundesliga stuff, English guys abroad, it is a genre of SoRare card that, you know, people collect for value. Jude Bellingham, poster child. Jadon Sancho would have been and was like the potential holy grail should Dortmund have came on before they sold him. I think I really have to pick Jota, don't I? Because if I don't, I'm kind of forced into it. Right, okay, well, I know, in air quotes, the Mecha will play. I've got a good hunch that Darwin will play. So I think I would play the Mecha. Oh, no. Let's go Jota. And then the best super. Who is the best super that's left? Oh, Efra. Renato Sanchez has been back for 2 matches, and his SoRare scores have been absolutely stinking. So I'm in no rush to get Renato Sanchez back into a team. I expect Darwin to play, but he just might not. The only certainty I have there is Kessler and the Mecca, I think. I'm highly confident on Alvarez. Not even that confident on Renato. Alvarez and Darwin, I'm quite confident on, but I think I have to pick Nemeka. And Captain Jota till I die. I'm kind of living and dying on this one. Okay, that's an interesting looking team. I don't think that's going to be anywhere near what I did pick. Oh my god, it was actually really close. Same goalkeeper, same rares. I must have had Harwood Bellis in here. But it's going to be Hakimi that's taking this spot. So I've actually just swapped Hakimi for Bellis. That's what the SoRare Data has given me. And I'm maybe dropping Dart. See, looking at that fixture, even if he comes off the bench, yeah. Sorry, Nemeka. I'm gonna take the Darwin. I'm gonna take the Darwin because even if he comes off the bench against that mob, Darwin does that. Darwin wins man in the match from the bench. He's done it like 3 times since I've owned this super rare. He can do it. And against, look, I keep looking at their logo and it looks like, I don't know what it looks like on your screen, right? But it looks like one of the old icons for like Microsoft Outlook or something. So to me, it just looks like he's playing such a fake shit team. I've got no idea who Vizela are. I'm terribly sorry if I've offended anyone. I like to think I'm quite well read football wise, and I've just never heard of this team. And I say from here, the badge looks like a Windows icon from 2008 or something. 2 Benfica shirts up front is quite good to see, you know, just from an aesthetics point of view. But yeah, I'm happy with that. It's a nice looking team, isn't it? Darwin. I think I maybe must have just got some sort of wee flashback there to why I picked it. Champ Euro D3. Is that the next protocol? Let's have a look at the prize pool. I think I maybe want to... I suppose the regions don't really clash into each other. I've kind of done my main... So let's see, All-Star. So D3. Yep, both done. Am I going to be doing a D2 All-Star? I think I am. I think I kind of have to do one because I've got Slovic. But I think what I'll do, because the rewards here don't really excite me, and I think I don't want to put pressure on my D3s by making this D2 better. So I think I'm going to leave that now. I think I've got good enough scraps now at Super Rare to make the traditional global lineup that most people do. What's left afterwards players. I think I've got enough good ones to maybe make a fist of All-Star. So I'm going to move back to D3s and 4s. Is there anything else I really want to tackle here? Yeah, I'm winning a card out of Champion America D3 this game week, and like I said, that is actually something I really want to focus on. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go there next. Actually, let me think. Yeah, okay. So Champion America D3. Let's see. Goals. Turner or Hassel is the question. Or actually, do I maybe want to go a Champion America? 16 supers, 107 entrants. This is kind of the 11th hour. The quality isn't that good, but I'm after some of these Brazilian teams and stuff. Let's have a look at D2, see what we can do. It's going to be tight on in goals. Matarita will be playing. Actually, this could be a really exciting team. But I think actually then if I'm... Yeah, okay. That's the way it's going to be. So it's going to be Titan. There's going to be Titan and Matarita at the back, just because that's just the way my life is with these cards. Those 2 guys that have been stuck together since I got them. And I didn't even get them intentionally, really. I got Titan because he was cheap and I needed a goalkeeper. And he was like the same price as like an average rare goalkeeper. And I expected him to play when I bought him. And it made sense. And it's kind of worked out. And I won Matarita. Midfield, Medina feels like a good choice. Don't think it'd really compromise any D2 kind of things. Yeah. Up front, oh Jesus. Freddy Vargas and that's it. Okay, so I'm playing a rare in D2 then, for the looks of it. Johnny Russell, I think it's who I picked in this last time, by the way. Away to Seattle, it's a game he needs to play big in. Might be a week, but Chicharito bangs out 100. Popping him in there could be in. No, I want to. Jovic. Jovic is a pure differential, so whatever he gets, if he was to start, I'm playing Jovic. Screw it. He will feature. See what guys like that? Like, I'll take the risk. I think I will, because Medina might not start. These guys could get humped. It's not a banker of a team, but it's one I want to make a deliberate effort in. And then super rare, who have we got left? Bearing in mind, I do want to keep some D3 fodder. In the form of Kessler, probably. And Grancier. So, I think Valenzuela I could put in here. Easy enough. Or Efra. Do I need Efra for somewhere else? I've just did under 23s D3 and D2, haven't I? Got some quandaries now. Okay, because I've got Jovic here, I think I'm also going to put Efra here. Oh, no, that makes me... Oh no, this... I really can't play Jovic here. It just makes it... Right, I'm picking my D3 first, because that is... Yeah, the D3 has to be picked first. That's what has to happen here, because the D3s get more flexibility in some areas. Yeah, Turner. Turner, Kessler, right? So I just need to do that and get out of the way. So Turner, Kessler. And then once I know the other super rare, then it makes picking the D2 a bit easier. Zell Ryan, at home in New York, good form. He's buzzing. He's got international caps now, blah, blah, blah. Forward. It really has to be Chicharito, doesn't it? Yeah, it really has to be Chicharito. And then the other super... It's got to be the best. It's going to be Grancier, I think. But it has to be the best super rare I've got left. Or Matarita. Away to Miami. Just a good game for somebody like him to get up and down the pitch. But I'm going Grancier. And then it's Captain Chicha. Right, okay. So I'll remember that. And I saved it. Champion America, D2. So we're going Titan. And Matarita. So I've got nice little bases here, don't I? They got kind of... And then midfield... Efra and Medina. Vargas is starting to play, but he's playing LA, and I just... so it really has to be Johnny Russell, because I can't play Jovic. See now, as soon as those words have left my mouth, do you know what it means? That means Jovic is going to start. You know, Johnny Russell, let's go for it. And then it's going to be Medina. Captain Matarita. Captain Matarita. I'm thinking Johnny Russell. He's in great form. Seattle's a tough game. That's a big game, but it's a big game Johnny Russell turns up in. Johnny Russell has helped me towards... Where did you see this, by the way? Johnny Russell is one of my most successful cards in SoRare. Can I click on him in here? No. It's one of like 13, 12 rewards or something mental like that. It's a hero. A hero to FC Barcelona. Let's see who I've got. Oh, I'd opted to go a bit stronger here. I think after reassessing the prize pool, I'm happy with the decision I've landed on tonight. So we're going to go Efra. Chicha's going to get dropped out of D2 for Johnny Boy. Yeah, I did opt to strengthen this. And then who was the other super? It was Medina, wasn't it? And Medina's, yeah. And then who did we do? Captain Matarita. Fingers crossed for that. I'm actually really happy with how all these are panning out so far. We'll get 10 hours. The clock is ticking, guys. America Pro edit. Okay, we're halfway there. It's not going to be Captain Zella, but it's going to be Captain Chicha. And we're going to be putting Garcia next to him. It's great seeing Brian Gutierrez up there. Fucking love that wee guy. Who's he playing? Salt Lake? Oh, I mean, did they start the last game? I may play Gutierrez somewhere just for like special weekly or something if I can. Just for shits and gigs. Garcia, Captain Chicha. Yeah, happy with this team. This team should ball out. Great. Okay, cool. So let's see what teams I've done. So we've got All-Star D3, America D2, America 3, that's fine. So I've got an America 4 to make, potentially. Schubert's out, Tanny. So I've still got Van der Voort, I've still got All Black. I haven't made any Champion Euro yet, that's good. So yeah, I think I'm now going to do my All-Star D2. Let's see what goalkeepers I've got left. Okay, so I don't want to use this. Never mind. So I'm now going to go to All-Star D2. I think I'm going to make that next because it is a big prize pool there. You know, I do have the cards to do well, and I'm kind of limited to some of the decisions. Like Slovic has to play here, and I have the cards to allow him to play here. And like I was saying in one of the videos or streams or something recently, it's like a platform card. You know, he just keeps me at D2. As long as I've got him and a few of these other pieces, I can always do something. And as long as I can always do something, then I'm always got a puncher's chance because the majority of my players are all picked. That I can make something happen. Valenzuela can go in here because I think Vines might start against Bruges, to be quite honest with you, but I think Valenzuela is maybe a bit more likely. Columbus definitely needs fullbacks, and you know they wouldn't have played him in the last match because they're managing his minutes. Ki Sung Young, again, I just fear the rotation with Korea because it's just random as heck. Brais Mendes. Average score 51. Everyone's picking their Braises. I think that's me. I think I'm the only one that has a super rare for him. Maybe there's 2 super rares now. Renato. Who's up front? The Mecha Larson Yakimakis. I'll tell you what team do I want to build here because I've got a few options with who's laid out. I could pick Yakimakis up front, and then I would feel quite comfortable then playing like Renato Sanchez here, and then it means I've still got Brais there as a champion super. I'm quite confident Renato will play. You know, they need to get him up to speed, they need to get him fit and firing, get him minutes. And then in the extra spot, again, if I keep the Mecha, I can play him in Champion Euro then. And that means I've got Mendes and the Mecha as my supers. I've also got Trippier, but question marks on him and Paulinho. I'd rather avoid that. Maybe I'll play Paulinho here. No. So I just really want to keep the Mecha and Mendes for Champion Euro. That's the only kind of restriction. So if I play Yakimakis and Larson here, yeah, I've still got the Mecha, I've still got Mendes. It's not a small compromise to make because midfield wise, like if I play Mendes here, Is Valenzuela my best choice? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Unless I played a false super rare in defense, which would just be mad. You're against super rare defenders, so no, I think I'm going to live with that. Captain, oh Jesus, I'd probably go with Captain Yakimakis just because he could score a hatful. So is this All-Star? Yeah, this should be All-Star D2. So Slovic. Valenzuela. Who did we say? Renato? Yeah, let's go Renato. Yep, Renato. And then up front we're going Yakimakis and Larson. Sounds good, doesn't it? Larson. Oh, come on. Wait. Captain Larson. There we go. I think they're all at home. That's good, I like that. Let me check that. Oh, Larson's not. Almost all at home, that'd have been sweet. Ugh. Oh no! XMK. Don't know if I've missed it. Nine minutes to go. 5.6. Yeah, well, if that's got a one-off premium on it, which I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't, but I hope it does, then I'm not actually bought. I wouldn't have paid that much for him. Just the nudge, but Captain Larson sorted. So I think now I go to Champion Euro. I think because I've saved 2 supers, and otherwise I've not tried to hide them or not pick them. I mean my Champion Euro cards especially, but I don't actually feel like I have used them. So I've still got under 23s to go. Well, I'll pick under 23s. Or, no, Champion Euro D3. Let's pick that next. Champion Euro D3. Champion Euro D3. I've not been looking at this anywhere near enough like I should have, but 366 points to get a reward on average, that cannot be right because I've definitely been bagging 400s in this division and getting fuck all. But so let's see. All Black, yes. I don't fancy me get a clean sheet against Sociedad, but he might make a bunch of saves and stuff, which is cool. He had a shocker the other night, so hopefully he's on redemption mode. I think I've already kind of earmarked I want to play Nemeka and Mendes, but I think if I played Trippier, if I think Trippier plays, it's the tried and tested, isn't it? I'm just going to make this the Quinny lineup, right? I'm just going to pick up my, oh Jesus, SoRare is back. Yes. Yes. If I pick Trippier, I've not got anywhere for Nemeka. That means I know he's going to play Trippier, not as, yeah. But then that means I've not picked Sani yet or Depay. Oh, this is such a weird game week. I think it's all about Van Dijk, isn't it? And Nemeka. Oh, Black Van Dijk, SoRare, and the Mecha. Yeah, more about certainty about playing than anything when it comes to these game weeks, because sometimes, yeah, I say getting that 5. Wonder who I've picked here. I went for Trippier, SoRare. I went for Depay as well and captained him. I think it was just more of an insistence on keeping him at D3 level. And then who have I pulled out of here? I must have... Oh no! Oh, no. That was a bad slip and drop of the old phone, guys. Dropped it the other day. Oh, you hate to hear it, don't you? You hate to hear it. Let me see the breakdown thing again for Trippier. What's his fixture opposition thing meant to be? 44. Yeah, they score goals. Aye, Van Dijk's definitely the best option. SoRare is just, I just know it's SoRare. I don't know if I'm being too bad. Ferran's out. Philip, I can't bank on many of these guys. Except for SoRare, really, to be honest with you. Actually, Kamada could play, having scored tonight. And it's actually a really good game as well, Bochum. But again, there might be a bit of rotation. Don't think there will be. I think he'll play. But I think I can keep Kamada for D4 and stack up the... Yeah, okay. Strategically, this works out, but I don't know if this is in actual fact going to be... Who's SoRare actually playing, sorry? Oh, Mallorca at home. 48 average opponent score. No, he's definitely playing this. Yeah. But I think we'll captain Van Dijk against Man United. Why not? Eh? Go big or go home. And if we only need 366 points, I think we could maybe manage that. So VVD comes in. SoRare, Depay, you are going to be dropped for super rare Lucas. And then the extra spot is going to go to Bryce Mendes. And we're going to captain we're going to captain VVD at Old Trafford. He's going to run the show. Go. And let's see the prize pool for that. Champ Euro D3, Champ Euro Pro. 36 cards. Star rares go back to top 10. Yeah, that's tasty. Top 25 is kind of what I'm aiming for. So it's a tier 1 rare. So again, wow, a lot of goalkeepers. I don't know if it... is this now ordered positionally? No, it can't be. There's Dybala. There's a lot of goalkeepers at the top of the pool, man. I don't know if that's just coincidence or something. Maybe that's just been reformatted in some way. I don't know. A lot of good cards in that pool. So yeah, happy to swim in those waters. So I've just got a couple of D4s left, and then the D5s, I'll just bash them out. Do you know what? I might even just bash the D5s out now for a wee change of pace. Let's go into the wee limited section, and then... Oh, have I got them all registered already? Let's go to competitions. I'm not actually too bored about what the prices are. They're limited, I'm just kind of doing my thing with them. Right, let's bin them all. Right, America, I don't think there's any point in binning, so I think I've only got one team. I realised, guys, I ordered a bunch of MLS shirts a while ago. You might remember me telling you this. I got my Atlanta shirt, I got this hoodie, I got a New York shirt, and I also ordered the Jimi Hendrix Seattle shirt. And then I got an email saying like, oh, out of stock, if your order will be fulfilled in like November or something mad. And I was like, nah, sack that, I'm not waiting all year for it. And I thought I cancelled it, but I got an email like this week saying, oh, your shipment's like getting shipped, kind of thing. And it's got 7 Roldan on the back, so I was like, okay, cool, I better go get that Seattle contingent and limited then that I've been thinking about. So I just went out and swooped and got the 4 Seattle players you see here on screen, plus Jordan Morris and Raul Ruidiaz. So, and then I went and picked up an MLS rookie, pretty much the only one worth having outside of Paxton and Quinn Sullivan, just to fill it out with our forward that plays at the moment. I'm not expecting anything amazing from it. We'll see what happens. Champion Europe is the best one, I think, for us. Aguero. I don't know if Aguero's going to play, is he? I've deleted everything else, haven't I? Yeah. I think I tried to keep this Man City vibe, but I've got SoRare in goals. I think I was waiting to see what the scoop would have been with Bravo. He played a blinder. So I'm going to go with Bravo. Let's see defence, what the choices are like. I'm going to hit on that use button just to make sure I'm not missing anyone. And Kolarov, did he play? He played some sort of part, probably maybe from the bench or something. I'm going to keep Navas starting. In midfield, did David Silva play tonight? Yes, he did. Did he start, I wonder? He's definitely going to be playing against Atletico. There's no way you've got David Silva available against Atletico Madrid and you don't play him. Bringing home a 45 is comparable to Fernando anyway, if that's the kind of game he plays. It just makes this team look all the more sicker. Aguero, they've been playing Dest in right wing. They have to be playing Aguero against Real Madrid at some point. Is he the best champion card I've got after those guys? Probably not. I could play Lautaro, but it's not that type of team. Lautaro's going to go into the biggest... Yeah, it's going to go into U23, I suppose. Yeah, I'm going to keep it as Aguero. Or did I go Negredo? Where's Negredo? At home, away to Alves. Alves and Big Miazka. Nolito... No, I'm going to keep Aguero. That's a really... Guys, how good does that team look? Bravo, Navas, Silva, Dzeko, Aguero. The only way that would be better is to, instead of Navas, if it was Company or something like that. I actually need to get an Otamendi, but I couldn't get him into Champion Europe anyway, so it wouldn't really affect this team. Next up, I think it'll be under 23s we would want to do. And I'm just kind of clicking. Under 23s, who's the best U23s? It's going to be Saf. Big Saf goes in. Christensen at the back. Midfield, I'm going to say Sucic, Camavinga, Zacharian, first pick. Martinez. Guys, look how good this team looks. And then Sucic, Duvikis, Camavinga. Did I play Camavinga just for the sex appeal of this team? I think I do. I think I have to. And then it's going to be Captain Lautaro or Zacharian, depending on fixtures. Zacharian is at home to Kimki. Well, that's a tough game. But even though UV are doing crap, I'd expect Zacharian to run the show. He's on a bad wee bit of form, but I expect him to... I'd go Captain Martinez, because he could get a goal or something. Nah, Zacharian needs to... It's always been Captain Zacharian. I'm not changing it. That is a sexy team. I cannot wait to take a screenshot of that and put it on Twitter throughout the weekend, because that's basically all the sex appeal does for me. It just makes me want to brag about it because it looks so cool. Look at my team, see, especially if it wins. Teams like that are just well fun because it's like, look at this guy and that guy and that guy and that guy. They're not correlated, but I picked them all. I picked them. Soraya is going to be my all-star goalkeeper then. At the back, I'm thinking it's going to be Ishmael Kandus. Yes, it is. Ishmael Kandus. Been a great reward for me, by the way. Look at his last 5 for a free card. So, in case you can't see it, it's 45, 41, 56, 62, 67. So, it's just going like that. Ishmael Kandus. Midfield, I've got Fernando spare. He could slot in here. So, I've got Sucic, who could go into Challenger, which I'm quite happy to play that game at limited level, just because of my limited options. Zobnin may or may not start. So yeah, Fernando. Cool. Up top, Sobolev, Promise, Larson. I think Larson is like a global guy, isn't he? But I kind of want to keep Larson and Sobolev together. So, okay, let's do that. So let's put Larson and Sobolev in here. Larson and Sobolev. And then Captain Larson. That's a good little global team as well. Love it. Oh, you're captaining Kang En Lee playing for Mallorca against Valencia. Interesting, hey my. I'm captaining SoRare the other way around, so I will see you on the battlefield, Monfrere. And then the last limited team will be picking only one goalkeeper. It's going to be Gigo, only one defender. And then, yeah, I think I'm picking Sucic. Yep, Sucic is my best shout here. And then I've got Proms, I've got Duvikas, I've got a lot of options. Schmidt hasn't recaptured that form I've been waiting on yet. I think Duvikas. Yeah, Duvikas is the best bet. And then the last guy, I think Proms, yeah, Quincy Proms, that has to be. And then captain, don't know if Proms will start. Duvikas has got a tougher fixture. Sucic, yeah, Captain Sucic. Let's see how he does. See, limiteds are just good. It's just click, they pop, you know. And off you go. Right, okay, so I've just got a couple of D4s. Let's see who we've got. So we've got U23. We've got U23 Global and Champion. So I'm going to go to Global next, right? Because I want to see the goalkeeper situation. Because that's really what's going to dictate what kind of happens next. Guys, if you're still with me, by the way, congratulations. This has been some stream, and I don't think it's been particularly entertaining, I'm sorry. I did put at the end of the title of the stream, After Hours, to kind of give you that signal of this is going to be a bit more chilled out behind the curtain. This is just me messing about, doing my thing like I normally do. So I've still got Gu, Van der Vaart, and Sean Johnson. Gu, Van der Vaart, Sean Johnson. So I don't need to do U23 D4. I can do that challenger thing I was talking with Andrews about. Because that's the situation I'm in. And with Sean Johnson, I've got that duality. Kim Sung-gyu, I'm not going to be entertaining that, so he will be my all-star D4 goalkeeper. Sean Johnson, then subsequently it will be my America D4. So I think I'll pick my America D4 first. And that's going to be Sean Johnson. But of course, defense, man. Danny Wilson just blasted out a 78 or something like that tonight or yesterday or whenever it was. It's hard to not overlook him, but it's so easily done. And then when you do overlook him, he bangs out a beastly score. Montreal, Columbus for Gutman. Gutman's at left back. Their right backs haven't been too good. Gutman's in good form. Portland. Colorado are at home at Portland. Okay, let's go Danny Wilson in this one. And then midfield, Paredes against NYC, Seattle Parks. Barreal didn't start the last game, which annoys me. And I don't know how I pick a midfielder now for this. Let's just go Parks and Sands, maybe? Gary Kinda. I'm going Barreal because I think he plays. I think he's been good, man. I was surprised he didn't play the last game. And then I'm picking Joveljic because he's the only one that's likely to feature. And then my last player, is it going to be another defender? Is it going to be Gutman? We're just going to throw Gutman in here for... But then I think Paredes should really be in a team, but he's against NYC. Who do you have again? Columbus. Yeah, let's go Gutman. And we'll go Captain Sean Johnson. Why the hell not? Right, so that's fine. Champion America. Let's see what I had picked before. Well, very similar, except for Kemar Lawrence is now going to get dropped basically for Danny Wilson. And Captain Johnson. I did it last time as well. Oh, I love it. Right, okay, so I'm now going to have a look. U23. I think that's the preferred D4. Or let me see, Challenger D3. Extra spot. Super rares only. Nah. But I could, if Illich played. So there's no point in doing a D3. U23 D4. It would be Van der Voort and goals, we know that. At the back, still got our Koki Machida. And a lot of these other guys are dodgy, so it would be Koki. I think I would pick Koki again. And in the midfield, I think I'd be picking Aronson. Palaversa looks good as well this game. I think I picked Palaversa. I like the Kang In Lee play, but I'm kind of pro Valencia, unfortunately, in this situation, so I don't really want to tempt fate on that one. Up front would be Ueda. Or where? I think I'll go Wea. At home to a weak team. Wea should play, Wea's in good form, etc. And then the doubler. Or the extra player. Ueda again. I've still got Paredes there. Chris Richards and Bayern. I don't know if he'll be allowed to play. Palaversa. Yeah, I think Palaversa is a good shout here. So that's... And who was the captain? I suppose I'm Captain Brendan. Saved. Right, okay. I wonder if Challenger D4. Okay, let's see if I'd have any better options. So let's say it's Van der Voort and goals. In defence, Grimaldo could have a monster. I'm trying to sell him. Could have a monster. Jack Hendry could do okay. They've just been pumped in Europe again. Cham. Not ready to be picked by me again. Cadden quite. I've still got a Larson. Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do. Is the U23 D4. That's the stronger of the teams that I could make. Okay, let's see what I picked in the first place. I don't think it's going to look anything like that. Well, kind of close. Right, so in goals is going to be Van der Voort. No Gabriel this time. We're going for Koki. Palaversa stays. Ueda. Oh, he looks actually quite tempting when I look at him here. And I think his opposition score was okay. Who else did I have? Palaversa then? I don't know what that is. Just close that. I had Palaversa, so Aronson was the extra player, I suppose. I don't need Ohio in here. That's for certain. Ueda. Or Aronson is kind of what it comes down to. I think I'd rather have Aronson for the... Yeah, I think Aronson's just got more possibilities to do better for me in this game week. We'll put Wea there, because Wea did just get into this team as well ultimately. And then I think as Brendan Aronson might actually be in... Oh, he's not anywhere. There we go. Cool. And then I made Brendan captain, didn't I? Awesome. I like that team. It means I've finally got Palaversa in a team I'm actually quite excited about rather than just ETH hunting with him. And then that leaves the final team, which would be Global All-Star Division 4. Oh, I think I just went whole G League with this, trying to be a bit cheeky. So I can play any defender now other than whoever I've just picked. So who's my best defender that's left over? Save that. All-Star D4. Defender. Who is the best defender that's left? It's Grimaldo on paper from SoRare Data, and I think I'm happy to go with what they've put on paper for the All-Star D4 for somebody like Grimaldo. Screw it, why not? The stats don't... It might get rotated, that's the thing. Benfica are just so fucking dodgy. I think Miaz can't. I kind of know he's like. Let's just pick Grimaldo, right? Midfield, I went basically all J League after that. Is that the case? Yeah, Saka. Yeah, I think I would pick Saka again. And then up front, I went with Marcos Jr. I've not even picked my champion Euro D4 actually yet in this. I've still got Sané and Depay, so I must put both of them. Maybe I just go in here with both of them. And who does that leave me striker wise for champion? Nobody really. So outside of those two, so it sounds like I'm going to double them up in D4. Marcos Jr. Opposition's 45. But I did like the way the form and everything looked for them, to be honest. That makes me a bit biased towards it. Usami averaged 53 against Sagantosu. That's interesting. Right, okay, we'll go Marcos Jr. again. And then the final player. Robbo. Gabriel. Hendry. Ueda. Let's bring Ueda in here. Hey guys, we are not long away from the end of the show tonight. Again, sorry, I know it's probably not been the most entertaining one, but it's just, I've had to get it done. If it was a Monday stream, just for how late I was tonight, I wouldn't have even done it. But I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. I think that's my All-Star D4 set. Let me just double check. Yeah, that was basically it. So just need to pick the missing parts just to make sure the lineup builder is complete as such. Yeah, so that I've still got Nubo to deploy at the back. We picked Grimaldo, didn't we? Saka Jr. and then Ueda. Yeah. I can take that. And then Captain Saka, or what was it, Captain Jr.? Captain Saka, yeah, just because he's against his old club. So I'm kind of doing what you're doing with Kang and Lee with Arturo Saka. Cool, so the very last team we'll be doing is Champion Euro D4, guys, and then I think that will be us. Marcos Jr. suspended. Guys, I fucking love yous. Oh, good catch. Good catch. I'm so glad I never put you to sleep with how boring I was. Oh. Good catch, peeps. Good catch. Right, so Ueda is going to slot in as the forward officially. And then we'll just pick the best other player then. Oh, there we go. Ueda. Guys, you guys are my hero. Do you know that? Right, let's fix this. Ueda. Booyah. Right. The best extra player. Jack Hendry, I think, then, we're looking at. Maybe Kevin Paredes. I think we're back to Usami then. Aye, let's just go Usami. That seems like the natural thing to do. Big multiplier as well, I love that. Cool, yeah, happy with that. Excellent. Excelente. And then Champion Euro. Last one, guys, and we'll get out of here. Champion Euro D4. I'll just check I saved that global D4. Oh, I didn't do that. Okay, I don't think it's going to affect me anyway. Come on. Champion Euro D4. This is going to be the Nubelmeister in goals. We're not expecting much more than a 40 out of him, even if that. Robbo has to be my best defender. Denier away to Nice is tough. Mancini, if he plays, tough. Cadiz away, tough. Yeah, I think it's only got to be Robbo. Because he can still get like a cross in, get a wee cheeky, a few attempted assists, that kind of thing. Build just score up against a team like Man U. Kamada. I think I have to play Kamada midfield, don't I? I know you're picking Kang In Lee, and I kind of might want to join you, but no, I think his fixture's too appealing for the ball boy Kamada. And then I've got Depay and Sané up top. It's Captain Depay, it's in his contract. We all know that. Cool. So it's Werner. Wow, exact same team. Werner dropped for Depay. Don't really. The alternative is yeah, I'm happy with that. Captain Depay. Depay's not played in D4 for a while, so I'm not sure if this is going to cause like unrest in the club or if he's going to kick up a fuss or anything like that. I'm just going to hop on the auctions and just kind of scroll the end of the night out, guys, because there's some interesting options. You never know, we might catch a wee midnight steal. I'm not against that. What time is it? Back at midnight? Nice. Oh, some deals going on. Timber is getting bought for big money, man, isn't he? Bijlo. Upamecano, big money. Matthias Ginter is very good, by the way. Very good. If you buy in Zachariah, you're buying a transfer as well, basically. So you should move. Yeah, I think that's pretty much me, guys. I think I'm all out of steam. Thanks a lot for joining me. I will be back before you know it. Be sure to check out, I think the last thing we'll leave you with is, let's just check exactly where I finish now. So hopefully by this time you think to yourself, Opta adjustments should all be in. Tier 3 rare, Tier 1 rare, Tier 3 limited, Crumavif. Magic. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of after hours, me just actually getting into the nitty gritty, getting my hands dirty with the teams. Good luck this game week. I hope you post some good stuff. Like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.